So our core platform is really built on a small number of components. We have our core physics model. That's what we spent the first 2 years building. It took us another year to parameterize it, which is to test it out and make sure that it accurately predicts what's going on in the real world. That we just finished in February. We have a molecular dynamics level, which allows us to add the element of time and understand how things flow over a couple of nanoseconds, which is usually the timescales at which people are interested. And of course, we're working on what's called a free energy perturbation. So being able to compare between two different drugs and how they interact with the target. So I'll move on a little bit about some of the specifics of what we've managed to do with our system. First of all, it's a little bit striking in how we've accomplished this. Normally, you end up adding more and more different types of atoms. So you have 22 different types of carbons in amber to represent the different environments in which carbon can be found. What we've done is we've gone back to the basic chemistry. If you remember organic chemistry, there's sp2, sp3 type hybridization. That's the base chemistry that we use in our simulation, which is a radical departure from where everybody else is. But we've been able to capture a high level of accuracy despite having less atom types, which is a pretty distinct advantage for us. It makes setting up the simulations easier, and for us, makes it more accurate as well. I mentioned that we have dynamic charges as well. One of the holy grail of this field has always been to have a reasonably fast implementation of a dynamic charge, and we've been able to do that as well. So we ran a simulation here. This was an alanine peptide homolog. And in this case, we just stopped our simulation at a random point, pulled that out, and then compared the charges that we were predicting with those of quantum mechanics. And they're actually relatively clearly similar. Not going to be exactly the same. We're not using quantum mechanics under the hood. But being able to show that we can do this is a significant advance and will help with the accuracy of interactions between molecules.